Number 7 says find 3 consecutive integers whose sum is 399. Hint: the smallest of the 3 is n plus 1, and the smallest of the 3 integers, n plus 1, n plus 2, represent the other 2. If n represents the smallest of the 3. Just kept skipping over that. And n plus 1 and n plus 2 represent the other 3. Okay, so there's a couple of ways of doing this. One thing that you can do is, since we're dealing with 3 integers, and this is, I think, is the fastest way to do it, is take this number 399, that's the total when we add up 3 numbers, and we're going to divide it by 3. Why are we dividing it by 3? Because we're told that we have 3 numbers. So if it said you had 2 numbers, you would divide by 2. If you had 4, you would divide by 4, and so on. Alright, so dividing this by 3 will give us 133. Okay, so this would be the equivalent of having 3 numbers, all the same, being 133. So I find the average, which is 133. Whenever I'm doing these problems. Okay, so you got 3 numbers, 133, 133, 133. Since we want 3 consecutive integers, meaning in a row, 1 and then this one's 1 higher and this one is 1 higher, the simplest way to fix that is to take 1 away here, subtract 1, and add that 1 over here. If we do that, this becomes 132. This middle one would stay 133, and this one is now 134. So now you have 3 numbers in a row, consecutive, back to back, that when you add them together, if you add these up together, it's going to be the same total as these added together, which is 399. So you can start out by finding the average, and you'll get them that way. I think that's much faster. Okay. The other way that the computer is suggesting is you will solve an equation. Okay. So you would say, okay, one number is n. The next number is 1 more than that, so it would be n plus 1, and the next number is going to be 1 more than this, so add 1 to this, and that will give you n plus 2. Okay, so these are the 3 numbers. And then if we write an equation, n plus the n plus 1 plus the n plus 2, we know the total is 399. Okay, so this is the equation method. We're going to simplify, add up the n's. There's 3 of them, so we get 3n. Add the numbers like terms, the 1 and the 2, both positive, so we get 3. So we have 3n plus 3. All of this simplifies to 3n plus 3 equals 399. And then from here you go on with the solving process to solve for n. So we would subtract 3 from both sides. That will leave us with 3n equals 396, and then divide by 3, and this will leave us with n equals, when you divide 396 by 3, you get 132. So this is telling you that n equals 132. Well, if you do n plus 1, which is 132 plus 1, that will give you 133 for the middle number. And then if you do this plus 2, that will give you 134. So you arrive at the same answer, a little bit more work. So there is a little tricky shortcut. You can find the average and then just kind of manipulate the numbers. Or you can solve it with the mathematical formula. This is probably the more ideal way they want you to solve it, but you can do whatever helps you get it the best. Okay. So 132, 133, and 134.